Kim from Expressions of the Universe. I'm here with Barley, and you can't see Oi's right here, and Sugar's right there. For your weekly wisdom for April 30th through May 5th. I think I got my dates right. So, what do we have going on this week? What do we have? Mercury is going direct this week, but you know, we still will be in the shadow for 2 weeks, kind of like Venus is in the process of its forward motion. It's just taking her a little bit of time. So come Wednesday, Thursday, Mercury should start its forward motion, which is all good news for us. It's almost like green light, go. But don't forget, we still have a couple of other planets still in the retrograde and a few more that are going to be coming in, but that's not bad because I really think that that takes a lot of weight off of us so that we can enjoy our summertime. Yeah? He doesn't care. Beetles don't care about astrology. So, or tarot cards, although they do love the tarot cards because when I'm picking them, they will put their paws on them and they lay on them or they love them up. So I think they really can feel the energy. So the theme that I'm getting during this time, we're still in that heavy Taurus energy. You know, it's very earthy, it's very grounded. Whether or not some of you are feeling a little frantic, and you know, I did hear that from some of you. This is all about connecting with nature. Taurus the bull is very nature oriented. So if you are feeling frantic, then get out into the garden. Do some earthing, which is walking barefoot, you know, through nature, whether it be your front lawn, the beach, maybe a creek or a stream. It will completely take that frantic energy away from you. So give that a whirl. I'm noticing it again in the cards. Everything is very nature bound, very self bound, very much self-love bound. And I feel like this is going to be the theme for these 30 days. This Taurus energy is all about planting seeds and manifesting. And so what I was picking up today is if we are not loving ourselves and being good to ourselves, what can you possibly manifest? If you're thinking negative thoughts, you're only going to manifest negative. If you're not treating yourself well, other people will not treat you well either. Sorry, I got this crazy, messed up, curly ass hairdo today. I've been out in the garden all day. I do take my own advice. I spend the majority of my time in the woods, on a lake, creek, in my own garden. I feel very one with nature, and that's where I feel my best. And I find myself spending the majority of my free time there, and especially, you know, with the weather getting warmer, that's where I want to be. So let's get started. And the first card that comes up for you all this week is Need and Necessity. So take a look at all the symbolism in here, and don't forget, I do post these cards Monday through Friday. I pick a special one on Friday that I don't even know because it's my Friday surprise. I did screw up the cards last week because I forgot to post a card on Wednesday when I did Lorelei's Pick Your Own, and it kind of threw everything off. But maybe it didn't. You know, I accept everything the way it comes, and we wound up getting an extra card anyway. So Need and Necessity says to me, this talks about dark, light, balance, right and wrong, how we perceive things. It's also going to come for Monday, which tomorrow is going to be all about our personal integrity. So this is talking about people that are judging other people, yet they're not taking a look at their own self. The Need and Necessity says in nature, nature doesn't look at things as right or wrong. Everything is based on need and necessity. And what's interesting is if you can ask yourself, do I need this? If the answer is no, then don't act on it. If you do, then, go ahead and act on it. I'm going to, I'll give you more information on this card tomorrow, but just take a look at that symbolism. There's just a lot going on here. It is all about connecting with yourself and the earth. Here we go again. We are still picking up messages from the other side, and this is symbolized by here, the ancient ones. So these may not necessarily be your direct family members that you want to listen to. This is saying, pick up the ancient ones of the land, which could be like Native American or the Aboriginals. Listen to their wisdom and continue to look for signs and symbols in everything. Numbers play a huge part. If you see repeating numbers, of course, that does mean something. You hear songs on the radio, you see signs. Somebody reached out to me, one of my new readers, and did tell me that after she read my message on Friday about heed the messenger, she saw one of her own signs. And I'm telling you, I've had signs flooding in from loved ones from the past, and it really is coming at a welcome time for me, because I am missing a lot of my family, mostly everyone, that raised me, that I grew up with. My whole family is gone, so I always welcome them, unless they're waking me up in the middle of the night, because I do love my sleep. You know that, and I love my coffee too. So on Tuesday, I will give you further meaning into that card. But pay attention to the signs, because they're coming, and if you quiet and you still your mind, maybe do a little meditation, some walking out in nature, which also helps. It's like an active meditation that will also quiet and still your mind. You'll start to pick up some symbolism. The next card, this will come for Wednesday. I promise to remember to post it, even though I do Lorelei's card. And this is Nurture the Soul, I believe. Yes, Nurture the Soul. And here we go about talking about self-love, taking care of ourselves. But with this card, it has an even deeper meaning. This is talking about really loving everything about the senses: your sight, your smell, your taste, your touch, your feel, and your hearing. So I think this is also part of that whole entire earth connection, also connecting to yourself. So this is saying life shouldn't be bland. It shouldn't be tasteless. You shouldn't be waking up and going to work and coming home and going to sleep and doing it again and again and again. This is saying, listen to music. Go and find beautiful things to see with your eyes. Taste wonderful food and drink. Put on something luxurious. Be sexy. Make yourself feel sexy. Really love yourself. And that's not just this week. Maybe you want to start practicing it this week. But this is saying, this is something that you have to do. When you treat yourself really well, you will be surprised at the wonderful things that you can manifest. Now, here's the weird thing. We have Honor Gaia again. And I'm picking these completely randomly. I do shuffle the deck for like a good 15 minutes or more as I'm meditating and trying to pick up on the energy. So here we go again, and it's saying Honor Gaia. This is, I think this is coming through because Spirit wants me to talk about some things that I haven't talked about here on my page, on my blog, or on my post. I don't want to get political. I'm trying to stay neutral, but with how much I love nature and I love our earth, I think it's extremely important we all come together to save this planet, because there are a lot of things going on in the earth right now, not just in the United States. Ooh, dropping my cards, that are aimed at destroying this beautiful, incredible planet that we live on. Just think of everything that's in nature, all the animals, the flora and the fauna. If you are like me and you love those things, I can't imagine my life without them. I can really do without people and things and stuff, but I cannot do without nature. So, support science, support the cause to save our wildlife, to save our planet, clean water. You see it. And I'm sure if you're listening to my videos and you're reading my blog and paying attention to, these cards, you probably feel the same way that I do. I'm hoping that you do. If you don't, I mean, that's totally fine. But I know that one of the cards, the meaning when I pulled it, it came up, was it need and necessity, maybe? Or was it nurture the soul? I'll let you know during the week when I post the cards. But one message that I got was, do not take from the earth any more than you need. People are destroying this planet, through greed, through just sheer greed. That's really all it is. So we can send out love, and we can counter that energy with loving energy and by honoring Gaia, Mother Earth. And, just fight that energy, because if we pour more love out into the earth, we will win. Good always wins. The light always wins. So that's my message. I do have my crystals again this week. I'm sticking with the agates because everything seems to be nature bound, and this is like an ocean-y type of agate. Or jasper. No, this is agate because it is translucent. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but I think it may be ocean agate of some sort. It has the bluish green quality. Then I have, I can't hold anything today. I guess I'm not meant to everything. I'm throwing it all at you. I'm throwing my crystals at you. I was throwing the cards at you. Maybe this is Spirit's way of saying pay attention. And I love this one. This is probably going to be used on the day of Hear the Ancient Ones, because this is ancient stone with fossils in it. Love that. Got some tree agate here, and this kind of even reminds me of the planet Earth. Love that one. And then here is some fantastic Botswana agate, one of my very favorites. I hope you could see it. If not, I'm going to pair these up with the cards of the week so you'll get a better picture. Anyway, that's all I have for you for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Please love yourselves. Please love the earth. Get out there. Get in the garden if you can. If you don't have a garden, you can put them in pots. Put them on your windowsill. Make a little herb garden. Or put them on your deck, or maybe your stairs outside if you don't have a lot of space. I saw at the Philadelphia Flower Show this wonderful idea. They don't have a lot of space in Holland, apparently, so they combine their flowers with some vegetables and herbs, and they, on their little plot of land, they will put everything into containers, or if they do have a little plot of land, they'll just pile everything in. So that's kind of what I've been doing here. And I did another crazy thing. I know it's getting long. I was led to this place today to go walking and bird watching. Turned out they have an organic community garden, and I wound up renting a spot, even though I have, pretty big property here. So I got myself a huge amount of land. I think it cost me $20. It was $25 to register, so $45. and I'm going to become a farmer. Woohoo! Organic farmer. So I don't know how this is going to go, but we'll see. And that's all I have for you for this week. This crazy Kim is going to take a nice hot salt bath and get ready for Sunday night of rest and relaxation. I love you all. Have a great night. Bye.